So my first question to you is, what do you understand by the term your network? And what is the importance of building one? In your response, could you please share examples of a time when your network has benefited you?
Bismillah. Okay, so the question was asked saying, what do I understand by the term my network? I feel tempted to go cliche and say, your network, your net worth. But the truth is that it is true, right? Your network, for me, I view my network as an arsenal of opportunity, right? It is an arsenal. I call it an arsenal because these are like bombs and this is ammunition that you have that is ready to be set off, right? For your own purpose, if you let it, if you allow it, if you trigger it. So for me, it's a live space, right? It breathes, it requires feeding, and it produces output. But I won't speak into in too mystical a way, right? But really what it is it is a collection of people, right? That right? I'll speak for myself. It's a collection of people that I know, right? With our various shared interests, right? So understand that you yourself as a human being is an intersectional human being. So first of all, for example, I'm a woman, and so I belong to a woman's network. I'm a Muslim, so I belong to a Muslim network. I love charitable activities, so I belong to a charitable network. I'm a petroleum engineer, so I belong to professional networks, that put me in that space. But basically, it is that collection of people that are around you with various shared interests, right? Depending on what intersection you find those people, that you can leverage, right? To boost opportunities for future business or employment, or even for your quality of life or your team, whatever it is, right? That you want to take away from it. It is that group of people that are immediately around you that you can call on, right, to boost opportunities for yourself. So your network, for me, I see it as my power and my pulse, right? The people that are cheering me on and are linking me to opportunities. So they're made up of family members, old schoolmates, former colleagues, family friends, LinkedIn connections, mentors, Twitter buddies, your contacts from work functions or conferences, and people that you meet, just all over the place. Honestly, for me, my network is made up of every person in every sphere of life. If you see my contact book, people said to me once that they would steal my phone just so that they could get my list of contacts, because honestly, it is my power. It is really my superpower, and I'm really proud of it. So for me, to be honest, I really was born into a mega network. For those that know me, I come from a large family. I have 9 siblings. My parents are professionals. My parents are professionals in their respective spaces as well. So really, I grew into a family that gave me, first of all, an immediate network. So I can say that really I benefited, and I really was born into that space. But let me give you an example of how my network has directly benefited where I am, presently today. My shell job, believe it or not, my shell job, I got it through my network, right? So at university, I was opportune to, or curate, I'm not going to call, the act of networking opportunity at all. I'm going to say that it is an active and conscious effort to curate the people that are immediately around you. It is a space that you create. So whereas with family and all other activities or some other activities, you really don't get the choice. Nobody asks you, well, what do you think about having this person as a brother, right? This is, that is chosen for you, but your network is actually the family that you choose for yourself. So at university, my clique of friends were a group of like-minded, very driven and hardworking. I'm not joking. It sounds cliche, but it's true. In my case, it is true, right? So we understood the value of our education. We were all Nigerians, and we understood that it took sacrifice, right, to get us to where we were. And we were really cognizant of it every single day. In fact, we went as minuscule as actually calculating how much one class, right, was worth, right, in pounds, right? How much were our parents paying per class that we were in university? Because every time we missed a class, then we say, oh my gosh, our parents just lost so many pounds, right? Because we really wanted to tell ourselves, right, and demonstrate to ourselves the importance of what we were doing. So anyways, we were all studying different things, right? So there was a lady was in EEE, another person was in computing, another person was in chemical engineering. Triple is electrical and electronic engineering. Another person was in chemical engineering, and I was in environmental geoscience. Now, the beauty of that network is that we were exposed to the many different elements of all the different spaces. So the person in computing had access to all the computing opportunities and vice versa. right? So we were bonding. We bonded over many different things. But like I said, our strongest bond was really identifying opportunities for ourselves. Now, when it was time to leave uni, right, we all signed up to career notifications, every single chance we got. We were working for each other, right, while working for ourselves. Now, imagine the power, right, of 4 focused individuals driven by the same hunger, and we're all rooting for each other. So one day I got an email from my friend, and she said to me that she received a career notification from the careers office, right, at school. I didn't receive it, or I had brushed past it, but somehow I didn't see it. And she said to me, there's a position in Shell, Nigeria. I was still in England at the time. And so that position was specifically for Nigeria. And it was open to me because out of all of those friends, I was one that decided that I wanted to stay really rooted and grounded, right, to my roots. And I wanted to come back home. I was home every single summer. So anyway, I'll finish it up. But basically what happened was I got this opportunity, and I took it on, right? There was, of course, a lot of work involved. There was lots of applications to write. There was a CV to perfect. There was cover letters. There was interviews to prepare for. But at the end of the day, I leveraged that same network, right, that found me the opportunity. And somehow that dream became a reality, right? Over the course of like a year, doing, back-to-back interviews and whatnot. But I'm sitting here today as a staff of Shell because I was able to leverage my personal network properly, right? So that's one example. I hope that as we go on, I can expatiate some more, and I can share some of my personal experiences. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Sister Nurah. And I just want to add, for you and Mr. Yakubu both, if you feel that the question is not letting you say something that you want to say, please feel free to do so. Like, the whole point of this is for us to learn as much as we can from you. Thank you so much for that.